There we go. That was quick. I like that. And I hear myself. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 123 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Alrighty, so we're continuing. We just got done knocking out the whatchamacallit, the Light Warden. There we go. So let's go ahead and continue the story. I've been doing a little bit of farming, as you can see. I'm missing the pants, the weapon, and the helmet, sadly. But I got a decent showing of tank gear. I just didn't want to run it as my tank, because I didn't want to build up XP and far outstrip the leveling. I mean, I'm speedy as it is. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. Give us 1 second, I need to get a drink. Should have thought about that before I started the stream. Do I want this, or do I want this soda? I think I want the soda. A root beer. Yee. 2 seconds. Ah, yes. That alone would have been a reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ranka, you have our deepest thanks. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sisters, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ranka must not fall into the wrong hands. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we would not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Almet. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ranka. We will await your return then. South. So I'm gonna go down here, grab the rest. How many do I need? Raktika, I need just one more. Ooh, and then I just gotta do the quests. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna knock out the Aether Currents here. If we could do all the missions, then we're golden. I went the wrong way. Might as well knock them out. Alright, so I've got one to the north. Let's go knock that one out. So that way I can get flight in another area. How many do I have? I could fly in Lakeland and Ilmag right now. I could get exactly half done. It'd be the whole left side would be done. Sweet. I wonder when it's gonna gate me till I do the tank storyline. What business brings you to the Morning Stars? And you accepted. This is such an honor. Thank you for coming. Goodness, where are my manners? My name is Fina. A pleasure to meet you, and this is my sister. Siuna, how do you do? Are you certain this is wise? I realize he is an ally of our people, but the ceremony is not meant for outsiders. We cannot go against Master Lenil's wishes. Besides, we may never again have such an opportunity. If you insist. Now let me tell you about the ceremony. As Master Lenil has likely already explained, we will renew our bond with the Great Wood through prayer. To ensure our prayers reach to the gods, however, we must first beseech the spirits of the forest for aid. Once summoned, we must prove ourselves worthy through combat. Only then will our prayers be delivered unto the heavens. As witness to the rites, it is up to you to do battle with the spirits. If you are still willing, of course. Sure. Wonderful. This will be a ceremony to be remembered. Shall we begin then? Close your eyes and we will attempt to draw forth the spirit with our prayers. Don't slap me. O gods of the Great Wood, bringers of bounty and wisdom, we call to you now to renew our vows. For the strength to protect these lands, to be the shield that guards against the accursed light, we seek combat with your children, the spirits of the wood, to prove to you our worth. By the gods! An ice and fire sprite. These spirits are of opposing forces, fire and ice, a terrible omen. Our prayers are enough to suppress their strength, but we cannot cast them out alone. Please, you must strike them down before they wander off into the woods. We're gonna wreck it. Rough them up. Thank you for your help, but in light of what we have witnessed, I think it best we call off the ceremony for now. Spirits of opposing elements is the most dire of omens. The discord between them would prevent our prayers from reaching to the gods. And this would not have happened were he not here. We may try again on the morrow, but he cannot be allowed to attend. Sister, please, he is our guest, handpicked by Master Lenil. My apologies. It seems your attendance was not meant to be. Would you go and inform Master Lenil of what happened? We must remain here and clear the altar. I think it's the opposing forces of your personalities. Once I get done with these, we'll continue with the story. Back so soon. What of the ceremony? Fire and ice. Thank goodness they were not hurt. It is never too late to begin the ceremony anew, but I fear the source of our troubles has not to do with the spirits. Seeing eye to eye. Yeah. I don't know what that unlocks, but I'm not going to do it right now because it's not an aether current. We'll do it another time. So we'll grab all these aether currents and then we'll have a... $298 yalms to the south. Southwest. Trying to give these guys a wide berth because they'll still pull pretty hard. It's probably up on that hill. Yeah. I gotta go up this hillock. Come on, you can jump it. Ah, shit. I did not notice I was falling off of that. My apologies. I was trying to avoid these echoes. Southwest. There it is. Got-y. Nope, there's a B rank. And pretty soon I'll be able to fly in Raktika. This will help me be able to boost my crafting and gathering classes. I have a few of them boosted, like Carpenter, Alchemist, and Blacksmith, but they're not that good off. I did not expect an ally of Ranka to come to Bohrest. What brings you here? Ah, of course. Heimet said someone would be delivering these to us. They are made especially for archers, and will not impede our movements as stiffer material does. Every so often, invaders will come clad in steel from head to toe. However, their overconfidence makes them blind. Every defense has an opening, and that is where we take aim. An outsider come from the village. How did you? Ah, Heimet spoke of you. An ally of Ranka, yes. Welcome to Bohrest. This outpost serves dual purpose. Here we keep watch for any who would intrude on our home, and also for beasts that would feed it. We must stay ever alert so that our arrows strike true. Oh, what a sight. It is not often we see so vaunted a hero as yourself in this remote area. What do you need from me? Our new attire, wonderful. Indeed, the fabric and design are everything Heimet made them out to be. This will aid us greatly. The leather is made from the skin of rails and is unsurpassed in quality. They are bestowed upon all who come of age and complete the rites. The particulars of said rites, well, best save them for another time, lest I give you nightmares. Ooh, Raktika is almost good. So basically, once I finish the storyline mission that gives me access to the Aether Current, I'll get flight. Yay! And then I'll be flight capable halfway through. Shadowbringers. Can't wait. Being flight capable is amazing. Unless you have kept one for yourself, I see your deliveries are complete. Thank you. Although I told them you were coming, I imagine it was an entirely different thing to actually speak with you. Shall not be long until you are accepted as one of our own. May we work together again, ally of Ronka. I'll take it. So I've been leveling other classes. I've gotten Summoner and Scholar since they're they're the same class, just dual sides of the coin. They're same level as my Warrior now, since it'll be my new DPS class. Astrologian is still a little slow on the grind, it's around 63, and I've started leveling Paladin up as like a backup tank, just in case. That one is up to 65, almost 66 now. It's gonna be weird not playing Red Mage anymore, but I'm gonna like Summoner a lot more, I believe. Just because I'm able to drop Bahamut on everyone's ass. Plus, if I level Summoner from now on, it's a dual purpose. I also get Scholar leveled. So, yay! As you can see. Still got a few to unlock. Still, I haven't... a bunch I haven't even tried yet. So, we'll get there eventually. People to talk to here. Gotta speak with Quinfert. Wahaha! As foretold by the will of the wood, we meet at last. I've been expecting you, hero. Shh, no one else must hear this, not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. But hope is not yet lost, for the dreams speak to me of a savior in the form of a great serpent. It was revered as a god in the days of the Ronkan Empire, and I believe it yet lives in the Great Wood, awaiting to be aroused from slumber. It has many names. Many would call it the Protector, some the Great Destroyer. The will of the wood demands I find this great serpent. It is our only hope of salvation. I have been chosen, hero, to be the savior of Slitherbow. So this is where you two have been hiding. Now that you've gotten to know one another, what do you think? I fear his mind is beyond saving. His dreams are an ill omen. You believe him? Oh dear, I fear I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't tell me you two have communed with the will of a star or some such nonsense. Valen, please, we are in the midst of a most important discussion. When you first began talks of these dreams and delusions, I held my peace, but I won't let you drag anyone else into this. Such narrow-minded thinking is why only I have been chosen by the wood, by the great serpent. Yes, Quinfert, whatever you say. You've mocked me for the last time, Valen. I will summon the great serpent this very day and prove to you the truth of my visions. Quinfert, wait, where are you going? To meet with misfortune would likely bring him to his senses, but he's my friend and I can't stand the thought of him getting hurt out there. Will you help me look for him? If anything should happen to him, I'll never forgive myself. Fine. Go find your buddy. Hey, it's Lefty. Naked as his name day. I haven't found the actual thing that I want yet for him on boarding. I still need to change his feather colors too. I usually like Dalamud red. I might change it up though. Maybe I'll go with a blue color. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to grow the fruits first to feed them. Over there, I think I see him. Or maybe I... Oh, snap. I think maybe I will get flight. I think I already got the story one. Enough, Quinfer. Even you should recognize the danger of wandering off alone in these woods. You really have gone mad, haven't you? Mock me all you like, Valen, but now you will bear witness to the truth with your own eyes. Behold, the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. That's the great serpent? I see nothing great about that. What is it exactly? I refuse to believe that it's a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. Do not be jealous, Valen. The will of the wood works in mysterious ways, and the serpent is the key to our deliverance. Swish. Slither along. Might unlock a pet, but I don't need it right now. We're gonna go get the serum. And then after I get the serum, we're gonna go knock out Story, because that'll give me flight. Ooh, what is that? Chantico. Chantico sounds familiar. I don't need Vampire Vine fighting me right now. Discarded bottle. Alright, Lefty. Let's go get the last Aether Current so I can fly. And then we'll roulette to see who gets to be the one to first flight in Raktika. There you are. Did you find it? Thank you. I should be fine now after a bit of rest. What were you thinking coming back here? You could have been killed. I had to, Varthan, for my father. Oop. The Altroit gets the honor of being the Great Serpent of Ronka. Kidding. Not the Great Serpent of Ronka. Although it could be. Being able to fly now here would be grand. Yay.
Ah, you are returned. And none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
Out of the wood. Baguette, blood tomato juice, pixie apple pie, nut bake. I guess I get to direct hit one. Now it pains me to leave. It is time I return with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Gonna tell me a secret. Although I don't really need the food because I'm making Ruibo's tea now. It's determination and critical hit, which is a good roundabout for everyone. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Ratika Falls, I feared they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Orion J also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain. With every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater, perhaps, than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray and inform me at once. You should hurry, before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Give me a second. The little frill on my little rocking chair has fallen off, and I was trying to put it back on. Alright, Ark also gets to be the Serpent of Ronka. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky return, their prayers have at last been answered. Job's done. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there is a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Speak with Y'shtola. Gotta make sure that it's not in, you know... Okay, so it is in the Crystarium. Good! All things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and Alisay have yet to arrive, but where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika. He's dead. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Ylmor has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvrand to defend them. I am glad to see their efforts are wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Ylmor, what came of your meeting with Valtteri? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you all are tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the Warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. And I get to talk to Ardbert again. I bet. No, wait. We'll go over here. Excuse me. Oof. I might hit 80 this stream, so that would probably mean that I should probably do the tank storyline. Welcome back, sir. Returned from my lengthy excursion, I take it. Well, your room has been made ready, if you'd care to retire. Very good. I pray your sound sleep and pleasant dreams. I was gonna get the blood tomato juice. Yeah. He'll give me some junk food.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I must stay the course for the others. And what if that changes? What if it overwhelms me? Then I suppose there's naught to do but rest. No, I must stay the course.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will? Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Gaius. And Estinian.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear?
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body.
Huh.
Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
That's the sound of fighting. Journey to the past. What title? Seeker of Hidden Truths. When it rains. I suspected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Snake Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The XIV tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. When it rains, it pours. If I get into a trial or a dungeon, I'll use that. I'll use that blood tomato juice. Boost me up. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Hero! Just only returned from Almarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Yilmore. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Sure. Ugh. Put some socks on. My footsies are getting a little cold. Sometimes I wish you could mount up in town. It's one of the few things I miss from WoW. I also kind of wish that you could summon your chocobo in duties. It would make the chocobo a lot more useful. By having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. I don't know if they could implement it, but they could do something along the lines of, maybe if you got your chocobo to level 20, then you can unlock it. The ability to summon it. wherever. Since it's fully upgraded, that it's lost its cowardice kind of thing, because it's a skittish creature. That's part of the reason why it's explained you can't bring it into duties or into towns. Or major establishments, actually. Would seem my one was the last one. Oh yeah.
Sin-Eater sighted! They're coming!
They're gonna go splat against the barrier. Oh, they don't go splat, they just bounce? Damn.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Let's squish some sins. Well, sin eaters. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Oh, I'm gonna get squished down 3 levels. I actually kind of like this song. That's a lot of mayhem. Don't see a lot of dead Sin Eaters. I've seen mostly dead Crystarium soldiers. What lovely weather, just what we needed. Seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Kind of feels a little bit like Dynasty Warriors a little bit. Time to rampage.
Let's give it our all.
Oops, I wasted it. Oh, so these guys are chumps and they go down quick. Ooh, I got damage up. Absolutely ripping into these guys. Lame how they get to run faster than me. cooldowns. You can definitely tell that Yulmore sent this contingency.
Leave the healing to me.
Haha. I get to fight the big baddie yet? Nope. They're making me go this way. I'll be damned if any of the guards die on my watch. Do I get to fight it? No, I don't get to fight it? Dang it. Oh, within the perimeter? Ah. They can run faster than me. Lame. Thancred. And, Ventilia. Yep, they're there. I'll be tanking. Ooh, I'm getting more buffs. Yes. Looks like we're going this way. Alright. Trying to make sure I'm not pulling too far forward. They're not. There's one nation that, you know, uses Sin Eaters as a defense. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. I mean, come on. If Authori's already been shown that he controls Sin Eaters, The lives of the wounded are in our hands. Let's do this. Come on, where are you at? Where you at, folks? Oh, there you are. I'm gonna smack you guys as you come in. Weird how my my tank stance is not causing them any distress.
On your feet.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot. It's weird. It's almost like I don't have my tank stance on, but it says I do. Trying to bunch them up so I could AoE them, but it's not working. I wonder if Ron Sheet's gonna make a play here. I hope he does. I want to kick his sorry ass. Forgiven hypocrisy. Hillary. Yeah, let's stand right next to the guys. Sanctified Flare.
Will suffice. My strength is yours. The stars shall rise.
Let's give them a show! With heart and steel!
Okay, cool, you knocked him out. Now you resisted the stun. But it don't matter, I crush you anyways.
There are so many.
Oh no, don't let Lena die.
Lena, hold on.
They turned on me.
Nice save. Ooh, that was good.
This one is mine!
Nice. Jesus, these guys are getting picked apart.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right. Run! Run, damn you! The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
It's not.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back. Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
Wait. I have one spot left. Okay, I was about to say... How... Okay. Seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course, those whose bodies remain anyway. Word from on high. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through, gods know I am, but if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. I. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. I didn't really aid him. You know, could I do this? It's my highest healer. Scholar. Nope. Won't even let me heal him. Don't touch me, I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them, I know, but I can fly here now, so I need to figure out where the other person's at. I think it's Lena I've got to find. Probably inside the building. Nope. It was a good guess, though. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
No, I'm fine. How are you feeling? Shouldn't you be resting? What would the guard do without their captain?
Appoint another. A captain's place is with her soldiers in the field. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
Oof, that looked a little rough.
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far! I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium! The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering, a paradise where man and cedar might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin. alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. It is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Let's pop those balloons. See how well they fly down. Just good old arrow shot. Pop, pop, pop. Small favors. Lothry's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagirix still. Please give them my thanks. Alright, so we're going to the Crystarium. Oh, it's right here. Cool. You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? Alright, I need to hit up the Aethernet. This was the bad one. This wasn't the right idea. I can't jump down there either. I gotta go down and around. This is part of the reason why I'm not a fan of the Crystarium. A little confusing for me. Who needs stairs? I like the sound of my own bones breaking. Should have went to this one. Crystalline Mean. No. I went to the Crystalline Mean, I think. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. Yay. Let's not poke too hard, we might knock her over. Yeep! Oh, hero, what are you doing here? Thancred told me to come here. Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. You can make up for it by being there for him, then you'll be wanting to get those herbs for the healers. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I could still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesimil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. You only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesimil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Plant has no scent whatsoever. It's unlikely to be the herb Chesimil asked for. This plant is rigid leaves that smells of fruit. It's unlikely to be the herb Chesimil asked for. This plant has soft leaves that smell strongly medicinal. Plant and soft leaves that smell strongly medicinal. Yay. Done it. Ooh, that was quick. I'm literally about to level up once I turn this mission in. I might go ahead and do the... I might veer off and do the side story, actually, now. Once I turn this in and level. I'll pick the next mission up, and then we'll go and start knocking out stuff. That'll give my tank story going. Yay. And then I'll be able to knock out the rest of the stuff. Yay. Ah, Menvelia told me that you'd be bringing the rest. Elven Dill, huh? Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's faces make it plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. Good to know. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagirics in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch. We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something, for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. Yeah, right. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. How you doing, Plex? I'm going to be doing some 7 days in a little bit. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Valtteri said is true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the warrior darkness, and the Crystal Exarch, I don't think that they've done us wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. Nice, congrats. 50's a good benchmark. Catching up. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him, you have my word. I'm only level 76 in the story. Woo! 4 levels ahead. Perfect timing. By the way, Plex, I ran into a little bit of a bug. I don't know if you saw, I lost Chungus. I had to make Chungus too, but I read up on it. And it says that if you go back to the area where you lost it after you let the chunks reload, you might find your vehicle. So if I'm lucky, I just have to drive on the road, because that's where I lost it. I lost it on the road. So hopefully I can find it with all the loot intact still, because that was a lot of loot. The best way out. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Umaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? I just hope I can find Chungus. I already have the new one made and everything's already set up. You took a lesson, huh? What happened? Did you die? A lesson from me? What was that? Not use exploding crossbow bolts? I wonder what enlightening thing I did. Or a revelation for you, I should say. The man with too many scars. Oh, you did a camp out method on a POI, huh? All right, that's cool. I think the Bear Club was one of my favorite ones to sit on the roof. The bowling alley was the worst. That did not last very long, the bowling alley. Bowling alley just... Yeah, metal building is a good one. Or bricks. Bricks is also good. Why is my tank stance off? Ooh, I got this skill already? Nice. Oh, I love that skill. Ah, the one with the pigs. Okay. Was like the butchery or something. Good clean work. This is clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less Sineers. Follow me. It shouldn't be much further. Glad I could fly in this area. Could also make a building with a bunch of vending machines around it. Have makeshift traps, because every time they smack the vending machines, they electrify themselves. Sin Eaters. Sorry, I spoke a little fast. Technically, I'm a sinner in the game right now. Because I'm the warrior of darkness. I bring the night. See the name? It says Forgiven Folly. Eat my crits. Right? Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of man I've been looking for, and thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? I have to do this storyline in order to progress at some point, so might as well knock it out now. My riding marble turned into a flying cube. Have you been noticing any extra, like, lag or crashing since the recent updates? I know I've been having a little bit of issues. At one point, my world didn't load and I fell down to bedrock. So, but I didn't suffocate, which is weird. And then, of course, part of my base collapsed on itself, which was also kind of random because it didn't say that it was structurally unsound. What is this up here? Oh, the hunt board. Yes, I can get I can do the B ranks now. I don't remember if you were there or not when it. Oh. But I was having some issues lately, and I hope that they resolve soon. Too many nutters. There he is, the star hunter of Clan Nutsy himself. Bagged yourself a goodly number of 3 nut marks, have we? But it's not enough, is it? Don't deny it. Now you need to experience it all. The terrifying lows, the dizzying highs, the creamy middles. Oh, that sounds weird. And they need it too, if not more. Why else would those Yulmoran bastards offer bigger and bigger bounties? They're waiting for you to slip up just once, to give them a spectacular death. But you don't go quietly. Oh no. You'll bleed them for every last gill, and then some. And soon you have the chance to do so on an entirely different scale. How, you ask? By slaying elite marks, that's how. That was weird. A lot of mine end up failing because I forget about the boundary and I walk outside of it and ping! I'm like, ugh. I failed a dig site retrieval because I was fighting a cop and I was trying to strafe outside of his vomit, and yeah, ended up getting outside of the zone. I was upset with that one. They're like nothing you've ever faced before, wild and unpredictable, possessed of surpassing strength and guile. Many are the men who have left to slay such fiends, never to return. But their failures will only serve to season the dish that is your victory. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. Extrinsic and intrinsic, no? Which is why you must speak with Zyle without further delay. Oh, you were doing a digging quest as well? Oh, it's you. Come to beg permission to hunt elite marks. That I cannot grant. Just the other day, our very own leader fell in battle with such a beast, torn to shreds and devoured. Nary trace remained to be buried. I cannot in good conscience allow one of our most promising hunters to throw their life away as he did. For now, I must insist that you content yourself with the 3 nut marks. Now wait just a gosh darn minute. Moogle. I don't remember this. Wicked white, but you're... Nutsy, your fearless leader. I'm still alive and Kupoing, I'll have you know. But Haldor described in exacting detail how the beast snatched you out of the air. How as you struggled to free yourself in vain, you were disemboweled and depalmed. Certainly not. As you can see, I am the picture of perfect health, Kupo. Now, thanks to that villain Haldor, though, I'd say he was the aspiring depalmer, considering how many times he nearly chopped it off in the midst of our battle with that elite mark. I rather think that you have only yourself to blame for that. After all, was it not you who encouraged him and the others to strike you down and claim leadership? Aye, for the thrill of it, which he gave me and then some, even if only by his poor attempts at treachery. That weakling wouldn't last a moment against me in a stand-up fight. As you may have gathered, it takes a certain character to rise within the highest echelons of the clan. You got the eat, sleep, and breathe danger. You gotta love putting it all on the line against elite marks and elite hunters besides. You gotta be bloody mad. So congratulations, hero, you're in. Are you sure this is wise? Wise schmize. He's a killer. I want to see him kill. I want to see him die. Wahaha! More blood for Clan Nutsy. More blood, Kupo. It's that ridiculous philosophy that's losing us hunters by the boatload. How are you supposed to build a sustainable organization when you keep encouraging people to kill themselves in the most violent and pointless ways possible? Yeah, right. Well, you see, the thing is... I just wanted to say that you may be the most promising new hunter I've seen in ages. Brilliant work out there. Really marvelous. Jolly good. And on that note, goodbye. Ran away quick. One day I'm going to rip the palm off your head and shove it down your goddamn throat, you furry little shite. Anyway, you may now hunt elite marks. Do try not to die, and if you happen to run into our fearless leader on the field, kill her. I guess, sure thing. Hey, I can hunt B ranks now. You're now permitted to take bills for elite clan Nutsy marks on the clan hunt board. The worm of the well. I can't even get there yet, I don't think. So we're going south. No, that's not the closest one, I don't think. There we go, I think that's the closest one. Although my days... Yeah, right. My days of sitting atop roofs have ended, though, because my horde base has held up pretty well. Minus that part where I kind of blew the inside up with my crossbow bolts, but, you know... Other than that, it's been holding up really well. That was the only time I've had Zeds actually breach the inner sanctum of my horde base. So just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement. Hero, will you join with me on the hunt? And hunt the dread fiend Daukaisin? Daukaisin? I don't know how to say that name. And put an end to his accursed existence. Fine by me. Excellent, then it is settled. Now every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. The Daukaisin can be a rather difficult eater to pin down. But before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you are ready to proceed. Yeah, I understand that. It took me a while. I wanted to build up my resources before I got a horde base ready. Took me forever, though. You shouldn't take too long, because you're like a master. You're a whiz at that stuff. So... I could see you getting that taken care of quick. Shaped by tragedy. All set to embark on our great hunt, hero? Then let us be about it. Before you ask, I've no intention of leading us out into the wilds without even an inkling of Daukaisin's whereabouts. Norvrant may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Daukaisin has attacked before, the village of Wright on Kalusia. While I don't have reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day the bastard came through. So let us be off then. Right. I find that the railings, if you're using like bars for your ground area so you can see down, you don't really need to upgrade that past wood. Because if you build it high enough and it's outside of the demolisher's explosion range, the vomit from the cops really doesn't do much. Let's go this way. Like, I even have just a basic wooden hatch, and I have everything set to... Well, actually, never mind. Because I might have I might have the AI block damage a little low. Yeah. I have the... Admittedly, I put the zombie block damage on low because I have the zombie spawn maxed out, so I didn't want to be rebuilding bases constantly. Understandable, yeah. But for my situation, I don't have to do past wood. It does a lot of damage to me, though. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. I wonder, could if you shot an exploding crossbow bolt at the same time a zombie cop vomits at you, could the bolt explode when it hits the vomit? Flight 7? What's that? Is that your new stream, or is that something else? I don't know what Flight 7 is. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. That they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive. If you'd like to talk, as will I. Let's see if we can talk. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know. No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Oh, he turned me down to the chance to talk. I still kind of wish I could turn my house into a crystal tower. Interesting. I might check it out. We'll see.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Our antagonist enters the fray. This is one of my favorite antagonists by far, by the way.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Oh, I hope that the SpaceX launch goes well. I really hope it does not end up becoming a very expensive firework. And I mean that in all seriousness. I could. Well, no, you can't. Well, I mean, I meant in this game, Final Fantasy XIV, you have to template the outside of the building, and they don't have a crystal tower kind of template yet. I'm thinking they might eventually do it. I could see them doing it as a real cash money bot item, but we'll see. I hope they don't do that route. I'll be upset if they do that route. But,
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us.
oh, interesting.
As for the attack itself, XIV may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord XIV.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Huh, interesting.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Arm-Arang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Arm-Arang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight.
Ah, my next dungeon.
Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
Yeah, right.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Arm-Arang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
Yeah, right.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Arm-Arang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
That side glance. Sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Oh, I don't have to talk to Emmett Selk? Let's talk to him now. Well, you never grow tired of shuffling your feet. If you have something to ask me, ask. Tell me about Zodiark. Yeah, they get close, but, you know, Thancred gets toasted by Emmett Selk solo. As I told you before, Zodiark is the creation of my people, the first people. We summoned him as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There was no resisting such power. And so we Ashians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness, his darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, but they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected, given their innate inability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really? I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. Alright, Plex, I'll see you later, bro. Oh, he wasn't kidding. He's really at the gate. I'm gonna kind of wait to do the rest of the story, the side story actually. It's taking me to Amarang, the main story right now, and I figured since I still can't fly in Kalusia, it would drag out the time. So, might as well just go to Amarang and work the story. Sorry for the wait, I'm ready now. And you're sure you want to do this? Completely sure? There has to be another way. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how can we not? How could we not? It is your decision to make, lest you just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yulmoran airship coming into land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabatharang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Sok. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Menphilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Naboth Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Yulmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yulmorans' attention elsewhere. to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance of reaching Nabatharang unopposed and without risks to civilians. Cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. Sounds good to me. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Sorry, I got a message. Alright, back to business. So we're going back to Amarang, apparently. I don't have any ranked 80 gear, do I? It's all junk. Oops, I passed him. Yeah, it's all junk. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. And all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Off so soon, Master Hero. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. Yeah. 'Tis the breaks. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on. For joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the Hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
So now we're in the other half of Amarang. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel. And I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. Free trade. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Got a Titan bronze helmet. Hey, Zun Zun. You sell? No. No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Ooh, I remember. You spent Voberg gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among Mord traders. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Gen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. I find it funny that I have Orion J's hairstyle. Alright, so I gotta talk with a few people. I want to talk with the junkmonger first. You don't have anything. Man, you suck. Was kind of hoping that you had orchestrion roll or something. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Ilmorans have one, I hear. I'll ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gungun's words. Real. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Alright, then who's the other person? You can't go in this building. Probably in this building. I was right. Shulsul. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Hero, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatharang. The Ilmoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely an Amarang. There have been no sightings of Yulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alcé's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So these are our options. Well, what do you think? We can try the gondola. It might die, but we can get an airship anywhere. Not from Vothri, obviously. Gate aside, the trolley seems the most feasible. Does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Junjun can offer some insight. The trolley problem. Oh, valued customers. Were the other Mort of help? Yes, they were. Just need some more info on this trolley. Of a fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes, the gate, you see, it is impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biran Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biran, then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Wasn't Biran a name of a Ronso in Final Fantasy X? That's also one title that I still haven't finished, was 10. I tried replaying it again, and I'm stuck on the Guardian of Zanarkand, which is weird. I don't think I remember having an issue with it before, but for some weird reason I just keep getting my tail handed to me. I might just not be leveled enough. Probably need to work my sphere grid a little bit more. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need follow it until we come to the mines. I was hoping to find the music track for this area. I kind of like it. I kind of want it for my house. I should probably just spend some time off the camera and just look at my orchestrion and look at all the music and just listen to it, and then turn around and just write down wherever I need to go to get those items and then go and get them. Wish you guys would leave me alone. Oh, I'm slowly pushing into the next level. Desert Coyote. Oh, I had to fight a gnome. You know what? You're gonna need my crits. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Junjun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance... Pardon me, I sneezed. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Oriente's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Flecks have rusted during the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. You messed up my music time. You're gonna eat crits. Inner chaos. The cup is slightly warm and a fair amount of tea steeped over long, if the color is any indication remains within. So there are people here. They probably hid when we came up. I like some strong tea, especially peppermint tea. That's the good stuff. Spearmint tea is also good. Ah, really? Ah, shnikes. Ah, I jumped wrong. Oh well. I won't be able to get that one. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears... Shit. Screw you! Jump up. You did it before. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. That's what it says. Sometimes you could force it to work. There we go. Got it. Oh, frag off. Okay, you can't reach me now. I don't want to do it on warrior, so... Can't do it on paladin. Now we can do it on red mage. The Mount Buren Mines. Ah, Talos. Ah, hero, what hast thou discerned? Bunch of this stuff. I see, indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Oh, it's almost time for me to call it quits. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Hero, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Frag you. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, and of that I'm sure. You really want to do this? My warrior stance is better than yours, bro. I don't feel like playing with them. Are we inside the building? Nope, we're behind the building. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. I like Glee's story. He look, well, like people. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow? Can only assume that you're being unintentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off on the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley. Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few others to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You heard no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not much. Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, if there's anything we could do to assist you, we could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well, our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right, it looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. I'm gonna stop it once I get to Twine. That'll give me the other Aetheryte here. Rust and Ruin. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. I might have splattered him. You think he'll be alright? That's well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. I just do this. Oh, because you're gonna make me talk to you before we leave. Damn this, Smarts. Did you have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I'm pointing your overeager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Oh, we need to go up on the tracks. My bad. I think. God damn it. Eat these crits and like them. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, alright. Run! course he got himself into trouble. That one's dead. That one's dead. Sorry about that, I'll admit. I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident. Yeah, this will be the last doohickey here. The last aetheryte. And then I just have like 3 more aetherytes left for this X pack. Yay! This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings here built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there's no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those who with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. I'm going to get this aetheryte. And I can't unlock the gemstone trader. Alright, I gotta let this here. Thank y'all for watching. This has been part 123 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if not subscribed or keep with the content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. There are no spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.